Financial Protection Bureau. The CFPB is a U.S. government agency created after the 2008 financial crisis to make consumer financial markets work for consumers, responsible providers, and the economy as a whole. Most of the services and information we offer over the phone is also available online at consumerfinance.gov. For English, press 1 now. Para continuar en español, oprima el número. If you are calling with questions about financial products or services, or to learn about the complaint process, press 1. All other callers with questions about the CFPB, please press 2. If you are calling about a recent CFPB announcement, check the newsroom in the About Us section of consumerfinance.gov. We're always working to improve our service and could use your help. Please stay on the line after the agent's assistance for a 3 to 4 minute survey about your call today. It is important to know that we can't give you legal or financial advice. Please hold while your call is being transferred. This call will be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. Before we connect you to one of our consumer guides, please have your complaint number ready, along with any documents related to your complaint. It is important to note that we can't give you legal or financial advice. Please hold while your call is being transferred. This call will be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. We're always working to improve our service and could use your help. Please stay on the line after the agent's assistance for a 3 to 4 minute survey about your call today. All consumer guides are assisting other consumers. Please hold, and we will connect your call as soon as possible. All consumer guides are assisting other consumers. Please continue to hold for the next available guide.
On CFPB, my name is Liza. It's my goal to assist you. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Are you asking my name or why I'm calling?
Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
A complainant.
Thank you. Are you calling about an existing complaint that you've already submitted?
I am.
What's that complaint number?
230100710094903.
You read that back to you. Make sure I have it correct. 230-107-100-94903.
You have it.
And how do you spell your first and last name?
That should be on the complaint number, ma'am. What are you asking me now?
I'm asking you to spell your first and last name. I have to verify you before I can open the complaint. I do apologize for the inconvenience.
It's not an inconvenience, ma'am. I just like to know what you're doing because if you're not aware, I've already filed a consumer complaint. So I pretty much have delved into what is required in the United States for how consumers are treated, specifically when you are asking for our personal information and we don't know who you are. But anyway, my name is
I do
Zori Rush.
apologize.
It's okay,
Anytime
ma'am.
you call
It's
to check
okay,
on a
ma'am. Our
complaint,
biggest
we have
problem,
to.
if you could look at the news right now, our biggest problem is that you guys who answer the phone, who already have the job, you wait on us, the consumer, to teach you how to do it. That's not what I'm gonna do. I gave you my name. My name is Zori Rush. Let's move on.
Thank you for calling the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. The CFPB is a U.S. government agency created after the 2008 financial crisis to make consumer financial markets work for consumers, responsible providers, and the economy as a whole. Most of the services and information we offer over the phone is also available online at consumerfinance.gov. For English, press 1 now. Para continuar en español, oprima el número 2 ahora. 普通话请按3. If you are calling with questions about financial products or services, or to learn about the complaint process, press 1. All other callers with questions about the CFPB. If you are calling about a recent CFPB announcement, check the newsroom in the About Us section of consumerfinance.gov. We're always working to improve our service and could use your help. Please stay on the line after the agent's assistance for a 3 to 4 minute survey about your call today. It is important to know that we can't give you legal or financial advice. Please hold while your call is being transferred. This call will be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. Before we connect you to one of our consumer guides, please have your complaint number ready, along with any documents related to your complaint. It is important to note that we can't give you legal or financial advice. Please hold while your call is being transferred. This call will be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. We're always working to improve our service and could use your help. Please stay on the line after the agent's assistance for a 3 to 4 minute survey about your call today.
During Tuesday's court appearance for the child's mother, 27-year-old Brianna Young. She's charged with 2 counts of felony child abuse and 1 count of child deprivation. Police testified the child's body had signs of scarring and burns on the body, including severe burns on his rear end. Now, this is a picture of 5-year-old Caleb Bogan provided to us by the family. Officers say Bogan was autistic and did not speak. The state will do an autopsy on the child, which could actually lead to more charges. Major Chuck
All
McDougal
consumer
says
guides are
officers
assisting
showed up to a home on Gun Club Road Sunday morning. Responders performed CPR on the little boy. Lee County Coroner Carolyn Green says the boy died at North
The
Mississippi.
CFPB is a U.S. government agency created after the 2008 financial crisis to make consumer financial markets work for consumers, responsible providers, and the economy as a whole. Most of the services and information we offer over the phone is also available online at consumerfinance.gov. For English, press 1 now. Para continuar en español, oprima el número 2. If you are calling with questions about financial products or services, or to learn about the complaint process, press 1. All other callers with questions about the CFPB, please press 2.
With his investigation, Holcomb could face additional charges.
If you are calling about a recent CFPB announcement, check the newsroom in the About Us section of consumerfinance.gov. We're always working to improve our service and could use your help. Please stay on the line after the agent's assistance for a 3 to 4 minute survey about your call today. It is important to know that we can't give you legal or financial advice. Please hold while your call is being transferred. This call will be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. Before we connect you to one of our consumer guides, please have your complaint number ready, along with any documents related to your complaint. It is important to note that we can't give you legal or financial advice. Please hold while your call is being transferred. This call will be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. We're always working to improve our service and could use your help. Please stay on the line after the agent's assistance for a 3 to 4 minute survey about your call today. Thank you for calling the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. are assisting other consumers. Please hold, and we will connect your call as soon as possible. All consumer guides are assisting other consumers. Please continue to hold for the next available guide. All consumer guides are assisting other consumers. Please hold, and we will connect your call as soon as possible. All consumer guides are assisting other consumers. Please continue to hold for the next available guide.
A federal bankruptcy judge
Hello.
will decide the fate of United
FPB,
Furniture
my name
today.
is Ned. It is my goal to help you today. Are you calling about an existing complaint?
Yes, I'd like to file a complaint against the first line of defense for consumers in the United States since 2008, your coworkers who answered the phone.
Okay, I'm so sorry to hear about that. So you wanted to file a complaint on which company?
Yours, ma'am, the people who answered the phone at your company. I'd like to speak to one of your managers or supervisors because your coworkers keep hanging up the phone.
Okay,
And I'm
so
watching
sorry
the
to hear
I'm
that. So
watching
you want to
I'm
speak?
watching the stock market crash while your company hangs up the phone. And I'd like to speak to your manager about that.
Okay. Can you
Thank
hold for
you.
just a couple minutes, please?
Certainly.
6-hour hearing last Friday. Wells Fargo is pushing United into Chapter 7 bankruptcy because of what it calls gross mismanagement. Attorneys told the bankruptcy judge Friday the bank was ready to give David Belford, the owner, $6 million to keep United open, but Belford shut down his company 2 days before Thanksgiving, which affected 2,700 employees. The creditors are hoping the judge will rule for Chapter 7 liquidation and appoint a trustee to oversee United. But United wants the judge to allow it to file Chapter 11, and they want the case moved to Ohio. Belford is a wealthy businessman, and Chapter 11 would give him the powers and duties of a trustee. Creditors say that this is a conflict of interest and accuse Belford of trying to grab the company's remaining cash and assets. Belford still owns United Furniture and is a majority stockholder. We will let you know the judge's decision. You may be surprised to hear where Mississippians stand on expanding Medicaid. A poll by Mississippi Today and Siena College found 80% of those asked favor that the state taking federal money to expand Medicaid to help the poor. And that number supporting Medicaid expansion was high among Republicans, Democrats, and independents. Governor Tate Reeves and House Speaker Philip Gunn are among those who have opposed doing that. The State Hospital Association is for expansion because of the financial trouble some hospitals are now facing. And now to the legislative session. One lawmaker, can you believe this, wants to increase the Mississippi judicial system.
And I
The state
apologize for the
senator in
brief
South
delay,
Mississippi
sir. So
filed a
if you
bill in
have
the
complaints on
legislature that
CFPB employees, I can give you a number to contact to speak to the ombudsman, and they can assist you further.
You're the manager?
Yes, I can give you the phone number.
I asked, were you the manager? I didn't ask if you could give me a phone number.
Right. But this is the manager of CFPB. If you want to speak
What's
with
your
them about a
name?
complaint with
What's-
CFPB employees,
what's your
you would
name?
contact
What's
them.
the complaint would be about you, ma'am, because I don't believe you're telling the truth. So what is your name?
Jeanette.
Jeanette, and what do you do?
I'm a customer service rep for CFPB.
And you're refusing to let me speak to your supervisor or manager.
No, I'm not. I'm just giving you, if you have
I
complaints
asked
on
to speak to
CFPB,
your
who you have to
supervisor. I
contact.
asked to speak to your supervisor or manager. Are you going to allow me to do that?
They will give you the same information.
I didn't
sir.
ask you that. I asked to speak to your supervisor or manager. Are you going to allow me to do that?
Yes, please hold.
calls for each of the state's 82 counties to have a county court. That new court could take the load off of circuit courts by handling some of the civil and criminal cases usually heard there, and may make the cases move through the judicial system a little bit faster. So now, at the moment, only 4 counties in our area have county courts: Lee, Lafayette, Lowndes, and Oktibbeha. If the bill is passed, it would expand that. However, not all county courts would just serve one county. For example, the county court that covers Grenada County would also December. Wednesday's report by the Commerce Department shows that retail sales fell just over 1% from the previous month, and continued high inflation marks the largest monthly retail sales decline since December 2021, and it is also more than economists were expecting. Well, 8 Days of Hope is helping survivors of human trafficking. Find out how in a live interview with the president and founder in just a moment.
They say there's a time and a place for everything, but there's never a good time for a car wreck. And this is one place you don't want to be. At my law firm, we work to keep you out of the courtroom and get you more money than the insurance company wants to pay. That means more money to pay your bills and more money for you in the
Hello,
end.
sir.
There's
Are you
never
there?
a good time for a car wreck.
Are you the manager or supervisor?
The heavy hitter is now. Because
Yes,
if
I will
you
get you over to them. Please hold. Thank you so much for holding. My name is Tiffany. I am the supervisor on the floor that will be assisting you today. So I definitely do understand the concern to the situation. You are calling in because you state that some agents are disconnected and calling you.
That appears to be the pattern of the day for offices who are receiving funding from TARP. Is that someone does a warm transfer over the phone call, and then tells a manager or supervisor part of the issue. No, that is not the issue. The issue, in fact, is right now, at this very moment, the protection for all consumers since 2008 inside the United States funds your office. You and I are both aware of that. That the 2008 funding from TARP funds your entire office. And with that funding, you are required to offer a service that protects the United States consumer, the consumer of our products and the consumer of our services. Today, which includes what we sell on the open markets, stock markets. Today, the stock market dropped nearly 500 points, that means just from plain facts that I'm telling you over the phone that your employees hanging up the phone while on the day that the stock price drops 500 points is a direct cause for the United States consumer injury on the stock market. And there is nothing that your employees can do now to change the fact that I have been recording them hanging up the phone. So I have an issue that needs to be resolved that's under your jurisdiction. Before I address that, you can put one of your other employees over the phone, on one of your subordinate employees over the phone to handle that. Before I address that, though, I'd like to find out more about how you're spending our money there. So can you explain to me why when I ask to speak to a manager or supervisor about filing a grievance about an employee at CFPB, why they tried to send me to another office? Does CFPB not have an employee grievance policy?
So if you're calling in to report someone in specific, that's going to be with a different department, which is going to be the ombudsman's office.
So you're
And then
telling me
your
that
question about
you're
policy,
you're telling me
someone
that
here, I don't have that information for you.
CFPB does not have an internal grievance procedure.
That's going to be with the ombudsman's department.
I asked you a question, ma'am. Is your ombudsman department a part of the CFPB? Because I understand the ombudsman department to be in all government agencies that are at an executive level, and you're just a subgrantee of the executive level. So you're not explaining to me the procedure that is available
The
to the union.
ombudsman office takes in complaints that you have for the CFPB.
What but ma'am, you know how many ombudsman offices are in the United States?
I wouldn't know it, and that's
All
why,
right
if
then.
you
So
have
let's
to
so
speak to the
let's
CFPB, that's gonna
let's
be with the
clarify
ombudsman's
let's
office. Right now,
clarify
that's
let's
gonna be
clarify
okay.
that your statements are misleading. That you told a consumer in the United States while being protected under TARP funding that you as a manager at CFPB told a consumer in the United States to call someone else about something your employee did. So let's figure out, since we've got that live streaming that you did that, let's go on to the complaint. Go ahead. You wanted to say something.
So yeah, any complaints you have.
Oh no! We're not going to do that. No. Well, we're fine with proving that the TARP money is being wasted on your department because per the privacy laws of the United States, you are required to have a grievance policy inside your building. You can't transfer the call outside somewhere else and say somebody else is going to take care of that. You, the manager, the supervisor, as an individual, are required by the consumer protection laws of the United States to have a grievance policy at the number I call. So you yourself can go to jail for just being on the phone saying, no, we send that to someone else. So that's what I'm going to focus on now is how we can get a police officer who understands the United States consumer laws to enforce them to protect us against the fraud that's happening in your office. So let's go back to handling the complaints. I called to find out what the status is on several complaints that are in your office. Let's move on to that. And the government can figure out how to take the funding out of your department. Let them figure that out.
Okay, yeah, don't worry, that's totally
I
fine.
know.
So what's gonna be the complaint?
I know this government. Once they close your department, you've been trained to commit fraud on the American consumer. You'll be placed into a different department that is going to allow you to continue to commit fraud on the American consumer. Again, the complaint number is 230-107.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll let you know when I'm ready. What's going to be the complaint number that you have?
230-107-100-94903.
for that. So I do need to fully verify you before I can be able to assist you. So I would need for you to go ahead and spell out your first and last name, please.
You also need to train your employees to do that, because that was the first hang up, is someone asked me that question without explaining to me why they asked me that question. So your employees are being recorded committing crimes against consumers in the United States. My name is Zori
Okay,
Rush.
so
You
just
spell
let
it.
you know,
You go.
all of our
We could go.
process
I can say how I can say my
okay?
name. I can say my name however I like. I don't have to listen to you complain about it. Zori Rush. Zorri. Last name is spelled Rush. I hear you talking while I spell my name. Would you like to complain?
I'm sorry?
Zorrirush.
Thank you for that. Go ahead and spell your email address as well.
It's my first and last name at hotmail.com.
And what is your mailing address? I need you to spell out the street name, state, and city.
Waterboarding is great for me today. 6912 Mount Vernon Road, MTVERNONRD, Eupora, Mississippi, EUPORA, Mississippi. You know how to spell it.
What is your zip code?
39744.
And one more time, what was the street name? I do need the street name.
Let me ask you something. Do you have complaint number 230-107-1009-4903?
Yes, that's the one.
All
you
right.
provided me
What
today.
did you ask me to spell again?
Your street name.
Mount Vernon, the same name as the area where the first president of the United States declared his home. You don't know how to spell that. MT is the initials that were used when I wrote the complaint.
I did-
Vernon, VERNON.
Okay, and how can I help you with this complaint?
Again, I called about the status of several complaints. That's just one of them.
Okay, so the status of this complaint is we're still researching the company's information you provided in your complaint, and because of this, it might take a little more time to get a response. If we need more information or if we're unable to send your complaint to the company, we will let you know, and thank you so much for your patience.
230-109.
Give me 1 second. I wouldn't know what you're doing, so give me
Oh,
1
what I'm
second.
doing
Are you
right
ready
now
to
is
give me
getting evidence that you're wasting TARP funding. Right now, you did that so happily and freely and clearly, and knowing that I don't have the document that you're reading from. You're reading from a document that where your company has made a decision on how they're going to handle this complaint or this claim, and they're not going to tell me. They're going to wait for me to call, and you waterboard me over the phone. The number. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead and provide me with the
230-109-101-01042.
Okay, go ahead and repeat it after the dash, please.
230-109-101-01042.
Okay, I do need to fully verify you one more time. Go ahead and spell your first and last name.
You didn't hear me the first time?
So every time we open a new complaint,
Let's go,
on the
honey.
page,
ZORRIRUSH. Waste of money. Waste of money. ZORRIRUSH. Waste of money.
Okay, I did not understand what you said. So So go
You're
ahead and say your
wasting
first.
money. I spelled it a third time, or the fourth time, or the fifth time. Zorrirush, the same as I gave it to you the other 6 times. Doing it again. Zorrirush. I know how to spell my name, but the TARP money does
Yes, because it
not.
is your name. That's what you would
Yeah,
want
I
to
know
do.
how to spell it. I know how to spell it. Right now, we're trying to get the TARP money to understand how to spell it.
Okay, and what is going to be your email address? Go ahead and spell it
It's
for
my
me as
first
well.
and last name at Hotmail. And for your viewing pleasure, is Zorrirush
What's going to be the full domain?
at hotmail.com
And what is your mailing
for
address?
your TARP paycheck.
Yes, sir. Yes, for our
Yes,
start paycheck.
yes, I
Yes,
know.
we're going to
Yes.
bring more money in. Yes, sir.
Yes,
What
you
is your
get
mailing
more
address?
you get more money from pretending like you don't know
Mm-hmm.
you're committing a crime.
Yes, yes. We get more
Yes,
money.
yes.
What's going to be your mailing address?
It's not different from the one where George Washington, the first president of the United States, declared
That's
was his
totally
home.
fine.
I know,
That's
I
it.
know
So
it's
let's
fine. I
bring
know
in
it's
your
fine.
mailing
You're going to
address.
get paid either way. You're going to get the TARP money either way. And you're going to tank the entire
Yes,
economy while you do it. Zori Rush
yes.
is the
What is your
name,
mailing
and the
address?
address is 6912 Mount Vernon Road, MTVERNON Road. The city is spelled EUPORA, where you're getting away with genocide in Mississippi. You can know how to spell
Yes.
Mississippi. Yes.
And what is your zip code?
39744.
Okay, and how can I help you with this complaint, Mr. Rush?
Oh, you apparently just need to waste more TARP money to find out that I need to find out the status of this. And
Okay,
we
so if you're
already
not
know.
going to allow
We
me to
already
ask you
know. You're
questions
just
within your
going to read.
complaint, I'm
You're
going to go
going
ahead
to
and ask you
read
to
another crime
deposit.
and collect more TARP money while we sit here and watch you tank the whole
Yes.
economy.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead,
So
read,
you can go ahead and
read.
have a great
Uh
day,
huh.
okay? Goodbye.
Thank you for participating in this short optional survey about your call today to the Bureau. To us. This survey has been approved under the Paperwork Reduction Act of 19... Thank you for calling the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. The CFPB is a U.S. government agency created after the 2008 financial crisis to make consumer financial markets work for consumers, responsible providers, and the economy as a whole. Most of the services and information we offer over the phone is also available online at consumerfinance.gov. For English, press 1 now. Para continuar en español, oprima el número 2 ahora. 普通话请按3. Để nghe tiếng Việt Nam, bấm. If you are calling with questions about financial products or services, or to learn about the complaint process, press 1. All other callers with questions about the CFPB, please. If you are calling about a recent CFPB announcement, check the newsroom in the About Us section of consumerfinance.gov. We're always working to improve our service and could use your help. Please stay on the line after the agent's assistance for a 3 to 4 minute survey about your call today. It is important to know that we can't give you legal or financial advice. Please hold while your call is being transferred. This call will be monitored or recorded for quality assurance.
Before we connect you to one of our consumer guides, please have your complaint number ready,
Along with any documents related to your complaint. It is important to know that we can't give you legal or financial advice. Please hold while your call is being transferred. This call will be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. We're always working to improve our service and could use your help. Please stay on the line after the agent's assistance for a 3 to 4 minute survey about your call today.